Hey audience, I'm sweating a lot, so if it looks like I'm sweating, it's because I am, and it's probably just, it's not going to get better. It's probably going to get a lot worse, because I've been holding, lifting things and holding them, heavy stuff, which to me is, anything heavier than an iPhone, and that actually gets pretty heavy too. But so I'm trying to move to be close to my family for a while, and I have a lot of stuff I have to move. Like I have a lot of like a lot of junk I've accumulated, but I have my computer setup where everything's plugged in, and there's so many plugs and cables and stuff all over the desk. So last time I moved, I don't know if you've ever done this, you like hire a moving service. They come in, they pretty much take what's in your room out of that room, puts it in the place where you're going, and then they don't plug it in, but they get it all there and kind of nice and set up so you can plug it in the rest of the way. I think there's like something to do with liability. If they plug it in, maybe they'll burn your house down, or if they're afraid they'll do that. So they don't, but they get it pretty close. So I assumed that was what was gonna happen, and I picked a company that had like 1,000 5-star ratings, and I'm like, okay, that sounds pretty safe. But what happened is, like we started moving the stuff, and I explained I'm like, all right, cool, I want to like move all this stuff from here over to here, and then just not think about it, because moving is stressful. And so these people, they came, it was a lot of people moving a lot of stuff, and it was like $1,000 dollars or something. It's a lot, but I'm like, cool, I don't have to think about this. It's a lot. But by the time, because I did explain in the beginning, I'm like, I just want to, transfer all this stuff over to a different space. By the time they finished doing it, I kind of realized that they didn't actually take pictures. You're supposed to take pictures before you start moving the stuff. I kind of assumed that was a normal process. That way they could see all the different weird items, that I have. Like there's like a keyboard, there's like a couple things that who knows what they do, especially if you're just moving. Like you're probably not going to necessarily be like an audio person. Oh God, I feel like such a, I took pictures, but not good enough, because I mentioned to them, I was like, are you guys taking pictures too? They're like, oh yeah. But I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I stopped. So I took pictures of just one area. And then what I found out later is the reason they were like, yeah, is because the guy was just really, enthusiastic, but he didn't speak English. So I was like, all right, so you guys, you'll be able to take all this stuff out, put it in another house. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, good. And you'll take the pictures? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so I don't need to do that. He's like, ha, he was just agreeing with my expressions. He was like answering, because he's, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be complaining too much, but all I'm saying is if you're gonna move and you hire movers, just make sure that they can speak conversational English. Because like, even like, yeah, like when you first hear that, you're like, oh, this guy's so confident. He said yeah 50 times. He's like, no, let's get to the point. Like this part, poof, this is easy. We're done. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. How have you been? I'm like, it's like hot. It's like hot. I've been posting video games every day. Posted the Sound of Silence thing. That was fun. My internet's terrible. So it's like vlogging, I've been kind of in Washington, or like just driving around and just traveling around. Anywhere I would upload, except for like a city, it just takes so long to upload the video. Like, it's fun to do daily vlogs, but if you all right, so I could do this anyway, but if you record it and then you upload it, and it takes the rest of the daily to upload the vlog, like, technically I should just record it a day in advance. Good Lord, am I gonna pass out? I'm getting old. How have you been? Okay, I just wanted to complain a little bit. I'm not gonna say the name of the company. Very nice people. They mean well. Just, call them, make sure they speak English, every one of them. Because if the leader's like, oh yes, oh fantastic, oh I totally understand what you're saying, you're like, okay, I trust you. And then he's like, yeah, you go figure it, and no one else speaks English. And then he leaves, and everybody else is just kind of, most of the boxes weren't even labeled. They didn't even put anything. I asked him, I was like, please label all these. Please put the room it comes from and the room it goes to. After I realized, after I saw some of their labels, and I didn't understand what they even said, I was like, make sure to have like where it came from and where it goes to. Do you know what I'm talking about? God, I'm such a complainer. This has been really good therapy though. Oh man, I miss these one take nonsense videos. And if you're watching this and you're still watching this, then hey, you're right. Come here into the sweat. Bless your face off. If you sneeze during this video, bless you. I'll let you know when I end up moving. I think it's gonna be 2 months. It's not gonna be permanent, but just a lot of stuff going on. My family, you know, we're just gonna be a little closer together for a little bit. I don't know. Oh, I have a show. I'm performing actually in Yakima at Titan Cider. It sounds like Titan Cider, which it is. It's called Titan Cider. It is Tieton Cider, Titan Cider. I don't know. Is there a joke there? I haven't found one. If you could find one, post in the comments. Bless your face. See, now I can't even form words. Not that the sentences I was making before had meaning. If you sneeze during this video, bless you. Peace off. Outro of darkness, then redness, then boo-boo. Boop. Then boop boop.